What's this I'm hearing about you thinking you can come with us on our family holiday? You really are the most brazen, presumptuous person I've ever met. Is there no limit to your arrogance? If you were someone who understood what it's like as a mother to have your son stolen from you by his toxic wife, at least you'd know your place and not make such ridiculous assumptions when your presence at our family vacation is clearly unwelcome. Wow. Good evening to you too, Gina. I know you hate the fact I'm your daughter-in-law, but was there really any need for all of that? I don't mean to be rude, but I'm pretty sure I already told you this several times. I was the one who planned this vacation in the first place. Initially, it was just supposed to be me and Tony going. But then he suddenly announces that you decided you're coming with us. I'd understand if you guys had planned it for yourselves from the get-go, but how has it come to me being banned from coming on my own vacation? Isn't this a little unreasonable? If I'm totally honest with you, I don't understand at all. You know, I did think you'd be intelligent, what with being a Princeton graduate and all. How wrong I was. Imagine my surprise when I realized you had the social skills and understanding of the nuances of social interaction as a sack of potatoes. This is a textbook case of what's known as not being able to read between the lines. You're my daughter-in-law, Lily. Now, my son has a sacred duty and obligation to provide me with opportunities to relax and let my hair down, and you have an obligation to let him. I've never met someone so darn selfish and obsessed with getting their own way. How about you start considering the feelings of others for once in your life? You really are the biggest good-for-nothing waste of space I've ever had the displeasure of meeting. What are you even talking about? Sure, one of us has poor social skills, but I'm pretty sure it isn't me. I had no choice but to reluctantly accept you coming with us on what was supposed to be our vacation as a couple. I planned and arranged literally everything, from the taxi to the airport to the flights to the hotel to the activities. Where do you get off on acting like this? What on earth are you talking about, you misguided little imbecile? My lovely, amazing son arranged and paid for everything you just listed. You know, it's actually worrying how brazenly you're capable of lying. You didn't do a single thing, so quit trying to take the credit for Tony's hard work. Why did I have to get stuck with a daughter-in-law like you? I must be the unluckiest woman in the world. You really are the most disingenuous, unscrupulous, lazy woman I've ever known. Are you at least aware of what a piece of crap you are? You can abuse me all you like, Gina, but it's not going to change the fact that I was the one who took care of planning and arranging this vacation. You have everything backwards. After Tony saw the schedule I'd planned out on the kitchen table, he took it upon himself to buy his and the rest of your family's plane tickets without consulting me first. Then he casually strolls past me to the fridge to get another beer and says, "Hey, babe, I got the tickets. I'm leaving the rest to you." The big oaf didn't even get the refundable ticket, so I had no choice but to either cancel and lose the money or begrudgingly accept it. It's obvious my Tony only bought those tickets because you didn't keep him in the loop. Don't you know marriage is all about communication? If you wanted to do things your way, how about getting your husband's permission first? This is what you get for not knowing your place. I mean, really, who do you think you are? A woman going off and planning a full vacation all on her own behind her husband's back? Oh, thanks to Tony's quick thinking and impeccable judgment, he was able to salvage the situation when he realized what you were up to. I heard he even bought your ticket, too. Can you believe how kind he is? You really are the laziest good-for-nothing I've ever had the misfortune of knowing. What, am I supposed to thank him for booking the tickets behind my back? You say marriage is about communication. Doesn't that apply to Tony, too? I was planning on booking everything myself. And I didn't do anything behind his back, actually. It was after I confirmed the plans with him that he bought the tickets without saying anything. Without saying anything, you say? You know, dear, you really are something else. Have you ever heard the word gratitude? How about you say thank you, you ungrateful witch? Goodness me, of the billions of women in the world, why did my poor son have to marry you? Okay, Gina, I get it. You hate me. And yes, without saying anything, I was so confused you wouldn't believe. You know what? I wasn't going to say this, but if this is your attitude, you're going to cover the costs for the entire family's tickets. Oh, you weren't going to say it, huh? Well, it's funny, because Tony already told me that's what I'll be doing. That's not all. He said I have to pay for everyone's meals and activities when we get there, too. I can assure you we'll be talking all these matters through very soon, but I'm not sure Tony will find what I have to say very agreeable. Well, there's no need for you to talk anything through, dear. This is already decided. All of it. It's only natural we feel obliged to make you pay for everything after what you tried to do. I mean, really, who plans an entire vacation for themselves behind their husband and his family's back? You scheming little... It's time you did some serious self-reflecting and realized you can't continue going through life acting so selfishly. Nope, no way, that's my line, Gina. Whatever, I don't care anymore. I'm leaving the vacation to you guys now. Oh, that reminds me. I almost forgot to tell you, it's about the day before we leave. Tony will be coming to my house to spend some quality time with me and the rest of the family. Yes, you heard me right. Family. That means you're not welcome, so I suggest you find your own way of getting to the airport on your own. Right. Okay, I see. I take it you and Tony have already decided on that? Of course we have, you silly girl. Yeah, I thought so. All right. Hello, sweetie. Guess what? We're about to leave. The plane's about to take off, so something tells me you won't be able to message us before long. This is what you get for failing to fulfill your duties to this family as my daughter-in-law. Please use this as an opportunity to self-reflect on your despicable conduct. Huh? What are you talking about? How can the plane be about to take off when you said we were all supposed to meet at the airport at 10:30 p.m.? What's going on? Oh dear, how embarrassing. You really do have the IQ of a chicken, don't you? The takeoff was at 10:30 p.m., you dummy. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Did you really come to the airport all on your own? Oh, stop it, my sides hurt. What a shame. I don't know how to tell you this, dear, but it's about your plane ticket. The truth is, we never booked it in the first place. Huh? Wait, what? Hang on a sec. Do you mean you never had any intention to let me come on vacation with you to begin with? Bingo! Maybe you're not as stupid as you look. How does it feel to be left all alone at the airport without $1 to your name? You're not coming on our family vacation with us, so how about you sleep in a garbage can instead? Understood loud and clear. My God, I had no idea you and your family were capable of sinking this low. It serves you right. I shouldn't have to say this, but you were the one being out of line in the first place. You forced our hand, and look where it got you. How did I act out of line? It was your son who bought the tickets behind my back, and look at where his decision led, to me being forced out of my own vacation. I wanted to finalize the arrangements for everything after talking it through with him. Tony was the one who made this whole situation turn into a big, chaotic mess. This is why I always did my best to encourage my boy to stay away from possessive, jealous types. I knew it. My suspicions were right all along. You two are an awful match for one another. How about you use this as an opportunity to consider divorce? Something tells me it would be in both of your interests to go your separate ways. Yeah, you're right. I do have some serious thinking to do. Anyway, please, Gina, don't let me take up any more of your precious family time. I hope you enjoy your vacation with no regrets. Hey, what in heaven's name is going on here? Hello? You need to reply to me this instant, young lady. What the hell is going on with the exorbitant prices they're trying to charge us at this hotel? What's this crap about them not being able to let us stay here cheaply unless you're here with us? I don't understand. This is 30 frickin' times more expensive than it was supposed to be. Oh, God damn it. You need to answer the phone right now. Reply to my messages. What the hell do you think you're playing at, young lady? Explain this instant. God damn you, you worthless, good-for-nothing piece of low-life crap. Wow, what is with all the notifications? 27 missed calls? Have you lost your mind, Gina? It would appear somebody's in quite the panic. But really, what time did you think it was? Why'd you bother wasting that much time trying to get through to me when I was obviously going to be asleep is beyond me. My phone goes on silent every night at bedtime. Sorry, honey. Oh, finally you replied. Are you being serious? You were relaxing in bed? You were asleep in bed while me and my family had to sleep on the streets after being told staying at the hotel you arranged was going to cost us half of my life savings? You need to explain what the hell is going on right now. Which part don't you understand? I booked that hotel under my title as Global Sales Manager of Globex International. My company is a special VIP contract with a few luxury hotel chains whereby employees get to stay at a huge discount and get a bunch of extra perks for free. Why would you be eligible for it without me there? Are you completely lacking in basic reasoning skills? Oh, and they were obviously going to charge you a cancellation fee after I canceled the booking. I'm not surprised your bill came to 30 times the fee I was going to pay. That place costs an arm and a leg without the discount. What did you just say? You canceled the booking? Me being there was a condition of you being eligible for the discount in the first place. When I called them up and explained how I'd been left on my own in the airport, they were very understanding and dealt with my claim with utmost professionality. They said I wouldn't incur any fees because they'd charge you guys for the same-day cancellation once you showed up. Can you believe what a huge help they were? I am so grateful. Why the hell would you do this? Anyway, what did you just say? You're the global sales manager at Globex International? Huh? Didn't you hear? Oh, come to think of it, Tony probably wouldn't speak about that kind of thing with you, would he? He always was terribly embarrassed about being married to a woman who makes more money than him. I guess I'm not surprised to hear he'd rather lie to his mom than take the hit to his pride. He's always had a talent for covering up his insecurities with lies and dishonesty. If anything, I would have been more surprised if he told you the truth. Oh my God, really? I didn't know you were a Princeton graduate, but Tony told me you worked as a burger flipper at McDonald's. He said you hardly made any money and that he was more or less completely providing for you. He said he was the breadwinner. Sorry, Gina, I don't really know how to break this to you, so I'll just come out and say it. It would appear your precious son has been lying to you about virtually everything. Of course, he's free to tell his mom whatever he wants, and ultimately, it's no longer my problem. But all the lies in the world won't fix his deep and fundamental insecurities. Welcome to reality. Is it sinking in yet? You've got some nerve to set us up like that at the hotel and then blame it on my son. Not only that, but you didn't even respond to my messages when I was clearly in desperate need of help. I'm your mother-in-law, you black-hearted little witch. We had to sleep on the goddamn streets because of you. Oh, really? You did? Sorry, but that's your fault for not being able to pay the bill. This is what you get for leaving the entire vacation arrangements to me. You were so sure you were going to be able to show up at the last minute and enjoy the fruits of my labor without any of you paying a single cent, didn't you? How was your night on the streets? Was it cold? Uncomfortable? You'll be pleased to know I spent the night in a warm, fluffy bed. I just enjoyed the most luxurious breakfast buffet I've ever had in my life. It feels so great to finally be able to enjoy the solo vacation I've been wanting to go on for so long. Thank God you guys left me behind at the airport. Can you imagine how much it would have sucked for me to get dragged along with a bunch of losers and social misfits like you guys? What did you just say to me, young lady? I'll have you know. Hold on a second. What? You're on a solo vacation? But I thought you went home after we left you at the airport. Sorry, honey. Nope. You see, I have a few connections at the airline from my time at Princeton. When I told them how awfully I'd been treated, they pulled some strings and called in some favors. And before I knew it, I was being set up with a stay at one of their luxurious 5-star partner hotels, totally free, of course. You know, it's the weirdest thing. I'd actually been wanting to stay at this hotel for months. Isn't life strange sometimes? This is great. I think I might actually be in paradise. What the hell? You're staying in a luxury 5-star hotel while we're all out here suffering because you backstabbed us? I'll never forgive you for this. You just wait until I get home. You're in for the surprise of a lifetime, you scheming little traitor. Oh, don't worry. I won't forget how you treated me either. I'm divorcing Tony just like you wanted me to. You don't have to worry yourselves with the divorce proceedings either. Allow me to take care of everything. That way I can be sure you don't try to pull anything to move the final agreement in Tony's favor. Yes, you had better damn well divorce him. I never want to see your disgusting face again for as long as I live. Hurry up and divorce so that you can get the hell out of our lives as soon as possible. Got it.
Hey, Lily, what the crap are you doing? You need to cut this out right now. Do you have any idea how badly you screwed us over? Not only that, but you're out there living at large at a goddamn 5-star hotel while we sleep out on the streets like dogs. If you think I'll ever forgive you for this, you got another thing coming.
Why would I need your forgiveness? I didn't do anything wrong. This is the natural and predictable result of you guys acting like a bunch of grade A morons. I don't need your forgiveness, and I don't want it either.
Oh my God, don't you feel bad for what you've done to us? You ruined our family vacation, and you think it's funny? You're sick in the head. God, you're even more of a heartless scumbag than I thought you were. You're nothing but a worn-out, malicious old hag. If not for being intelligent, you'd have no redeeming qualities whatsoever. You should be grateful I was kind enough to marry you, and this is how you repay me? Oh, this cannot be happening.
If my only redeeming quality is my intelligence, what's yours? You're not handsome, you're definitely not tall, and your salary is average at best. You're as mediocre and unimpressive as they come, sweetie. Somehow you seem to think being a man automatically makes you better than me? You've done nothing but take advantage of my kindness and treat me like your own personal ATM ever since we got married. But you made a fatal mistake. You mistook my silence for acceptance. Do you even have any conception of how selfish and arrogant you've been?
What did you just say? I'm arrogant? You're the one who told me you wanted to go on vacation without even asking my permission first. You think my mom being angry with you for not knowing your place gives you the right to screw us over like this? Huh, just you wait. I swear you won't get away with this. Me and you are getting a divorce.
Sure, that sounds fantastic. How convenient. It looks like the signed divorce papers you handed me during your raging tantrum when I tried discussing the vacation with you are going to come in handy. I'll have them handed in at the county clerk's office before you can say hotel bill.
Do whatever you want. I don't care. It's time for the Pharaoh cave beast I was dumb enough to marry to finally be released back into the wild. Good riddance. You'll never find anyone desperate enough to marry you again after you lose me. I hope you understand that, you worn-out hag.
Don't worry, Tony. I'm perfectly capable of making my own money and providing for myself. Contrary to your assumptions about me, I don't need a man in my life to give my existence meaning. Anyway, how about you worry about yourself instead of what the future holds in store for me? You said it yourself. My only redeeming quality is my intelligence, right? You do well to not underestimate what I'm capable of.
You watch your attitude, bitch. Don't get carried away just 'cause you got some petty revenge on us. Once I toss you by the wayside, you're done, finished. The moment I walk out of your life, it's as good as over.
The only one whose life is over is yours. If I were you, I'd get some sleep to rest up that pea brain of yours in preparation for the turmoil that awaits you. Lord knows you must be even more sleep-deprived than usual. Who knows, maybe when you wake up, the abject hopelessness of your situation will have sunk in. I'm not holding my breath, though. You always were good at deceiving yourself to protect that fragile ego of yours. Lily, where did you go? All of your belongings are gone from the house. What the hell did you go and do? Answer the phone. Explain yourself at once. My poor son's overcome with hopelessness and despair. He's a shivering wreck, a shadow of his former self. Have you any idea what you've done to him? Good grief, you guys really are the most irritating jerks I've ever known. Do I need to remind you Tony and I are already divorced, thus officially making us strangers? Geez, with the rate you message me, you'd think I was your boyfriend or something. Will you at least stop spam calling me? I'd rather not pick up my phone to find 56 notifications, thanks. Do you think I have no life of my own? I have better things to do than be your therapist. Quit screwing me around and answer my questions, Missy! You owe me an explanation right now! The house is completely empty. Why is your stuff gone? Tell me! What the hell do you think you're playing at? I want answers and I won't stop messaging until I get them. How is it not obvious? You know me and Tony are divorced. Did you also know that after divorces, people also generally stop living together? Did you know that when people stop living together, they generally take their stuff with them? There you go. I explained it to you like you're 5. Do you understand yet? Oh, and one more thing. I sold the house. I was so amazed by how many interested buyers there were, it practically flew off the market. Unless it isn't obvious, that means you guys will have to find somewhere else to live. All right, well, I think that's everything. Good luck. I said do not screw me around, bitch! You have no right to do any of this. No right! Why would you sell the house? How could you be so irresponsible? Didn't I already tell you this? I told you I'd be taking care of everything with the house and the divorce, so you couldn't pull any underhanded tricks that came to bite me in the ass later on. I'm already done moving house and am currently enjoying settling into my new place. The divorce is over and done with, and I no longer have anything to do with you or your son. God damn it! Why would you go and sell the house without even asking us about it first? Oh, you can get your ass here right now so we can have this out in person. I want everything you took brought back here and returned to its rightful place. What gives you the right to bark orders at me like this? I bought that house in my name with my money, so it was up to me to decide what I did with it. If you don't like it, how about you run crying to Tony, your oh-so-amazing son, who's so super amazing and brilliant and can do no wrong? I'm sure he can afford a brand new house for you. Whether Tony can help me or not is besides the point. The point is that you sold our house behind our backs. You're deluded if you think we'll let you get away with this. Your days are numbered, woman. You keep accusing me of doing things behind your back as if communication is so important to you, but whose selfishness led to the breakdown of our marriage in the first place? That's right, your son, the magnificent Tony. You're both delusional if you thought I was just going to keep my mouth shut and put up with your crap. It's about time you realized whose house you were living in this whole time. Also, I never forgot how you invited yourself to live with me and Tony without so much as a word of warning and without my agreement. You should be grateful I was kind and stupid enough to overlook it for as long as I did. Oh, by the way, I gathered up everything that wasn't mine and left it in the garbage disposal area. If you're quick, you might still be able to salvage some of it, so feel free to go rummage through the trash and stop bothering me anytime now. Oh my God, why would you do this to us? You're the one who said you never wanted to see my disgusting face again for as long as you live. Do you remember that? I'm just giving you what you want. Anyone would think you'd be pleased. I did go out of my way to completely empty the place out after all. You think you're so clever, don't you? You think you have all the answers, don't you? Well, answer me this. Where am I supposed to live now? Even if, for the sake of argument, I accept you were within your rights, legally speaking, to sell the house, where do you get off on leaving me and my son hanging out to dry? Geez, Gina, how naive can you be? Do I look like a charity to you? Why would I go out of my way to help you guys after you treated me like a piece of dirt on your shoe for so long? I mean, really, do you want me to wipe your butts or something? It's time to grow up and take responsibility for yourselves. It's kinda tragic to think a pair of fully grown adults aren't even capable of finding a place to sleep by themselves. What did you just say to me? I can't believe this. We came home early from what should have been a relaxing vacation to find our house had been sold. We're homeless because of you, Lily. Do you understand that? Do you even understand the gravity of what you've done? This isn't the behavior of a sane individual. You should see a shrink. You took the words right out of my mouth. I know you won't listen to me, but I genuinely think some mental health counseling could do you a lot of good. You banned me from coming on my own vacation by leaving me on my own at the airport. You attack, criticize, and blame me while completely ignoring all the disgusting things you did yourself and acting like some poor helpless victim. On top of that, you've even somehow erased all awareness of the fact that I was the only person keeping a roof over your head these last 2 years. How dare you speak to your mother-in-law like this, you impertinent little brat! It's a woman's sworn duty to do as her man says at all times, no questions asked. If that's what you think, it looks like this whole situation is a win for us both. Think about it. By divorcing Tony, I get rid of a lazy, arrogant, domineering jerk, and you got rid of an impertinent daughter-in-law. Even better, now you can begin the search for another poor woman to marry Tony who'll be a better fit for your Stone Age ideals without me getting in your way. Isn't this the perfect ending for everyone? Personally, I think Tony's girlfriend would make a great candidate for his new wife. Huh? Tony's girlfriend? What do you mean? Oopsie. Didn't you know Tony has a girlfriend? You know, the girl he's been keeping a secret from me and sleeping with behind my back for the last year? Huh? No way. Oh, this can't be real. Anyway, if he was really hiding it from you, how would you know? I thought something fishy was going on when he started going on vacation way more than usual. Then I had my light bulb moment of, oh, he's probably screwing someone behind my back, and hired a private investigator. He must have thought I wouldn't notice, because apparently they weren't making much of an effort to be inconspicuous. Within 2 days, the investigator had mountains of evidence. A private investigator? You had such little trust in my son, you hired a private investigator? Oh, you're despicable. How am I the despicable one when it turned out that he was actually cheating on me? I honestly don't understand your logic. Is there something wrong with noticing my husband was acting weird and wanting to know why? I didn't think I'd get the truth out of him even if I confronted him, so why shouldn't I have hired someone? How unfortunate! You should be ashamed for not trusting my son. The only one in the wrong here is you. Why are you even bothering telling me any of this? I literally could not care less about what you think at this point. Oh, would you mind passing on a little message to the wonderful, faultless Tony for me? I'll be charging him and his lover a ton in compensation. Huh? Wait, what? What's so surprising? He cheated on me while we were married, and I have mountains of evidence to prove it in court. Do you know how much it stings to find out your husband is having an affair behind your back? You're deluded if you think I'd let him get away with that. I don't know what his reasons for staying were, but in any case, there's no justification for lies. I fully intend to pursue my legal right to settle the matter in court and collect my compensation. No, wait, don't do it. Okay, you win, Lily. I'll apologize, okay? Just don't take Tony to court. Listen, I admit it. You make a strong case. There's a possibility he might have done something wrong this time. Oh, but still, is there really any need to go and make such a big deal over it? I mean, court, really? Judges have better things to do, you know. Compensation is going too far. But screwing another woman behind my back isn't? Your mind works in the most mysterious ways. I don't have any intention of talking any of this through directly with you guys, so if you insist on persisting with your incessant whining, you can take it to my lawyer. Sure, maybe you did lose your house, your money, and your daughter-in-law in one fell swoop, but I think plunging to the depths of hell together is a fitting end for the mother and son who got too big for their boots. I'm not sure if it was because my ex-mother-in-law and husband realized they were set to lose everything, but they desperately pleaded with me to give them a chance to meet them in person so they could get down on their knees and beg for forgiveness. But receiving an apology wouldn't even make the tiniest dent in my resolve. I'm not going to forgive them, and that's final. So, naturally, I declined their offer. Apparently, Gina burst into tears and screamed, "But I don't want to be homeless," so loud that legend has it her wails could be heard 5 blocks away. Unfortunately for her, they're not my problem anymore, so I literally couldn't care any less if I tried. As for me, after finally earning back my freedom, I'm going to focus on my job for the time being to keep me occupied as I adjust to a newly single life. I already make a lot of money, so it's not like I needed the compensation from Tony and his lover, but I'm not gonna lie, I love the fact that they're both legally obliged to pay me despite them having almost no money. Thanks for watching, folks. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to prove what a boss you are by liking and subscribing. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We can't wait to see you again next time.